Hey Cancer, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Aquarius, right? So Cancer, what I was getting for you before I started this video today. I feel like you've taken a lot of time out in the past, right? Resting, recouping, taking some time out for you, right? I feel like you could have been like cleaning a lot. I feel like you could have been saging your house a lot, right? I feel like you could have been like trying to get as much beauty rest as you can. I feel like there could have been a couple negative situations here that you were trying to recharge from, right? Um, Cancer, that is to your benefit, right? I feel like in this season, at this time, Cancer, I feel like you have so many beautiful, wonderful things pouring into you, right? I feel like your money looks good. I feel like you look good. I feel like you're getting really healthy at this time, right? Scratch my nose there. Cancer, I feel like you're really losing all that holiday weight at this time. I feel like you're really cracking down, getting serious with yourself, serious about what you're wanting here, right? I feel like you're doing a lot more focusing in on your goals, what you're wanting to achieve, right? I feel like you have a lot of love, a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of fun, enjoying times on the horizon for you, right? And you're knowing that you're feeling that here, right? Like you're building up momentum. I feel like you're really excited for what's to come for yourself, right? Yeah, you dealt Cancer. I feel like you had to deal with a lot of like negative stuff up to this point, right? Because what's coming up for you next is going to be so beautiful, so wonderful here, right? I feel like you have so many people coming in for you at this time. Like, hey, I just wanted to bring this for you because I just really enjoy it. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of people just doing like out of the norm, like over the top, fun things, right? I feel like you're really enjoying yourself. I feel like you have so many gifts coming in, physical, spiritual. I feel like you have like like I feel like you are having like a ton of emotional releases here for yourself as well, right? Cancer, I feel like you're really happy. I feel like you're really full of joy. I feel like you're excited for what's to come for your life, right? Cancer, like I don't think anything can come in and stop you. I feel like you're realizing like how powerful you are, how strong your intuition is. I feel like you're Cancer, I feel like things are clicking up for you a lot more, especially involving your intuition here. I feel like you're seeing and realizing and finding connections. Oh, scratch my nose there. Finding connections in things that you weren't before. I feel like the things that you're seeing are just so crystal clear here. Cancer, I feel like you're really proud of yourself. I feel like there have been several projects here as well that you've started along your journey. I feel like you've really put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy to, and I feel like you're finally seeing like the results, right? I feel like you're seeing like, and I think the results are so much greater than I think you had like initially thought when you first started here, right? Yeah, I feel like, yes, Cancer. I feel like everything's clicking up for you at this time. Everything is clicking up for you, right? All right, Cancer, let's get into these cards for you. Yeah. And the card on the bottom of my oracle deck is intuition here, right? Cancer, I feel like your intuition is so spot on. I feel like I feel like I feel like you literally just have people like jumping out of nowhere, like, let me help you with this. Can I do this for you? I feel Cancer. I don't feel like it's anything you could have expected. I feel like these people are like really making your day. Cancer, I feel like this is almost like a karmic return here for you as well. Keep in mind, this is Aquarius season. It is karma as well, right? I feel like you have been such a wonderful, beautiful person. I feel like you do absolutely anything and everything to make sure that the people around you are enjoying themselves, having a good time, comfortable here as well, like just enjoying their life. And I feel like that's being returned to you at this time, right? And Cancer, I don't think you expected it. Like Cancer, I feel like you held to your guns. I feel like you stayed focused on what you were trying to do. I don't think that you were allowing like the world to harden you. I don't feel like you were allowing like certain things that were coming in at this time to like prevent you from being your most true, authentic self here either. You stayed kind. You stayed loving. You cared. You were comfortable. You were loving, right? And Cancer, I feel like that's finally coming back to you. I feel like the universe, the world is finally like reciprocating with you, right? Yeah, I feel like you're almost like waking up and commanding your day here, right? Like even if you could have woke up a little a little cranky here, Cancer, right? I feel like it's just gonna instantly be changed. I feel like you're gonna have people like jumping out of nowhere and doing like backflips for you, like just showing you like the most impossible things could happen, right? You have a lot of miracles coming in for you at this time. First out, Cancer, Queen of Cups. Cancer, oh my goodness. You are so much in your energy. You're feeling so alive, so wonderful, so beautiful, so connected to the spirit world at this time. So connected. I feel like it's your positivity. It's like your emotional pull at this time that is really transforming your life exactly how you have always wanted it to be here, right? I feel like it's almost like the beauty of you here as well, and that's inside as well as out, right? I feel like it's the beauty of you, how you're transforming the world as well, how you're making the world beautiful. I feel like that's coming back to you tenfold. Cancer, I feel like that's coming back to you tenfold. I feel like your intuition is crystal clear. I feel like at this time you're almost like realizing like your first impressions of people here are too spot on, right? And I feel like you still allow like situations to play out here, right? Because you're a kind, loving person, right? Like you're not gonna like blah, 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 you know, Cancer. No, I feel like you're starting to see how truly connected you are, how strong your intuition is, how powerful you are as well, right? That's too many. Cancer, I feel like you're really amazing yourself. I feel like that's making you crack down on your spiritual routines, things that are good for you. You know, like waking up every day, like doing the necessary things, taking time out, connecting with spirit, connecting with yourself here as well, right? And Cancer, I feel like that's so exciting for you. I feel like that's so. I feel like all your manifestations are pulling in, and I don't think you're having to do too much. I don't think you're having to do too much here, right? Cancer, I feel like you are so right all the time. It's almost like your intuition kind of freaks you out. Yeah, Cancer. I feel like your intuition really freaks you out. Like how spot on you are with situations, how spot on, like how your perception is here as well. Cancer, that's what I'm saying. You're on top of the Wheel of Fortune. You are on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Anything good that could happen, I'm seeing 777. Ooh, hit the casino. Hit the casino, Cancer. I feel like everything at this time, scratch my nose, is pouring into you. I feel like you're so lucky. I feel like you're so on top of the world. You're literally riding this Wheel of Fortune here, right? And I don't think that you're adding other people's energies to it, right? I feel like you're really just honing in on your ability. I feel like you're really focusing in on what you can manifest, what you can pull to yourself here with little to no effort as well, right? And we have Two of Pentacles, and then we have Two of Pentacles. Cancer, I feel like there's going to be like an influx, like a heavy, heavy, heavy influx with your money here. Not just your abundance, but I feel like it's your actual money here at this time that is really like I feel like you are just amazed. I feel like you're just amazed. Like where did this come from? I feel like it's your power, it's your energy. I feel like people can't help it. They're watching you. They're seeing how beautiful you are. I feel like there's so many different people here at this time that are like pouring money into you, pouring gifts at you. Like, I want to spend time with you. Can I do this for you? You know, Cancer. I don't feel like you're having to ask anybody for anything at this time. Anything, right? I feel like if you had any money worries in the past, Cancer, that is no more. That is no more here, right? And then we have Knight of Cups. Oh, Cancer. I feel, Cancer, this is a really good reading. This is a really good reading, Cancer. I feel like at this time, once again, I feel like there are so many people like pouring, like just throwing money at you here, right? Like I feel like you have bouquets and bouquets of flowers here, right? I feel like there's so many people like that are wanting to take you out on a date here as well. I feel like there's so many like secret admirers around you at this time that are really trying to like show you a good time, show how valuable you are, like how worthy you are here as well, right? Like I feel like you have people like walking up to you calling you like a queen here, right? Yeah, I feel like there's so many people around you at this time that are trying to make you feel like a queen here as well, Cancer, especially with this Queen of Cups. I feel like other people are almost like noticing like how queenly you are, and I feel like they're just wanting to like pour that love into you, right? Cancer, that is so exciting. That is so exciting. And then we have Star. And then we have Star. Yeah, I feel like you're almost like being like, I feel like this is starting to happen here, right, for you at this time. Because I feel like people are truly seeing you for who you are, right? I feel like people are truly like realizing who you are here as well, right? I feel like the influx of all this love, of all these gifts, of all this admiration here, right? I feel like this is coming in to help heal you. I feel like it's coming in for you to help see who it is you really are, what it is you're supposed to be out here doing. Ooh, Cancer, I want to cry. Oh my gosh, yes, Cancer. Like this is deservedly so. Like this was in the stars for you, right? At this time, you are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly the right things at exactly the right time. And I feel like people are coming out of the woodwork, noticing who you are, what you're doing here, right? And I feel like Cancer, I feel like you're almost like your hometown's like beauty queen. I don't know. Cancer, yes, Cancer. I feel like you have people that are just like noticing who you are, and I feel like you're just out here shining, right? I feel like you're out here shining. I feel like you're just out here shining at this time. Yeah, I feel like you could also have an Aquarian coming in at this time, trying to bring you some love offers here as well, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like the people around you are almost like looking at you like you're famous. Yeah, and then we have judgments, and then we have judgment. I feel like anything that's been holding you back at this time, and I feel like that's why you had all of these things coming in for you here, right? Especially with the star energy. I feel like all these things were pouring into you at this time so you could be healed, right? Once this healing is like set in place, once this healing is like been going on for a while here, right? I feel like it's helping you let go of any like self-esteem problems, like body consciousness, like uncomfortability here, right? I feel like you've had a lot of things that have been like weighing on your soul, weighing on your spirit here, right? And it's time to release it. It's time to let it go, right? What you have coming in for you in this next chapter is going to be so much more beautiful. I feel like you're really becoming a light being here, especially with the star and this judgment card, right? I feel like you're really letting go of anything that's been holding you back here, right? And I feel like there have been several things in the past that have kept you from really just shining your light and being like the person that you're supposed to be, right? Yeah. A lot of insecurities. I don't think you understood like your true value here as well. Cancer, that is, none of that is like, no. You were needing this healing work to come in so you could see what you are, who you are, and what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, Cancer. What is this? Queen of Cups. We have the World. Yes, that's what I was saying. I feel like everything's coming full circle. I feel like everything's coming full circle for you, especially in this Aquarius time, right? Keep in mind it's Saturn. And this is my Saturn card, right? Yes. I feel like you stayed patient. I feel like even when people were ugly and nasty to you, I feel like you were just sweet and full of love here, right? And Cancer. That I feel like that's why all this is pouring in. It's a karmic return. You're getting exactly like you're getting 3 times the amount of what you gave out to the world. You're getting that back. And Cancer, I feel like you've been doing good. I feel like you've been like a sweetheart. I feel like you've been loving. I feel like you've been caring. Even when people were like throwing hate bombs at you, I feel like you were just showering them with like love, like little love glitter sparkles everywhere, like I don't feel like you were allowing like these people's behavior, these people's attitude to really change who you are, how you move here as well, right? And I feel like that was a benefit for you. Had you not done that, had you gotten as low and dirty as like these people were, I feel like you, if you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. And I feel like you knew that. And I don't think you allowed like these people to come in and stop you from your bigger view of the world, right? I feel like a lot of the different people that you had been like surrounded by, I feel like they were like looking like at like the tiny things, very micro here, right? Cancer, I feel like you look at the world as like macro. Like I feel like you see everything for what it is, especially with this Queen of Cups here. Yeah. I feel like you were almost like realizing like the things that they were pushing and pulling wasn't even their fault. It was like just like different energy waves here as well. And I feel like that's why you stayed true to yourself, true to who you are, true to how you believe you should be as well, right? Yep. And then we have Hierophant. And then we have Hierophant. Cancer, that is your promotion. That is your that's why all of these things are coming in for you at this time. Once again, all of these people were like seeing things as like micro here. I feel like your view of the world, your view of everything that was going on was from such a high standpoint here as well. Like you had overstanding over all situations, right? And I feel like that pulled in the types of energy here that you were supposed to be going through, right? Cancer, you got a major promotion here at this time. Anything that was trying to come in and stop you, that's no more, right? And I feel like you're really seeing and understanding everything exactly for how it's supposed to be, right? Yeah. And then we have Ace of Wands. Yep, I feel like this promotion that's coming in here for you, I feel like you're gonna have I feel like you're gonna be moving through the world in a whole different light, in a whole different way. Yes. I feel like you have like an allowance here to where like you could pretty much like do anything and nothing can touch you at this time, right? Cancer, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, you could do just about anything out here in the world and you're still gonna be on top. Cancer. I feel like there had been a lot of spiritual testing going on for you in the past, right? And I feel like feel like you did the things that you were supposed to be doing. Cancer. Yes, I feel like you did the things that you were supposed to be doing out here. Then we have Ace of Cups, and then we have Ace of Cups. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's your love energy. I feel like a lot of the different energies around you at this time, I feel like they were coming from a space of hatred, a space of hate. Once again, hate bombs, right? Cancer. I feel like how you were showing up to the world was love energy, was light energy here, right? And I feel like that's what's keeping you on top of the world, on top of the Wheel of Fortune here as well, right? You're coming from a space of love. You work with love here, right? You don't allow these people's movements to affect yours, right? Like, I feel like you've been so tunnel vision. I feel like you've been so protective over your energy, over your heart, over your love here as well, right? Not really allowing the wrong people to come in and touch you physically or emotionally. Yeah, I feel like you've been very protective over your heart, your soul, how you believe in things here as well. And not really allowing like the world to harden your heart here as well, right? Yeah. I'm almost seeing like the Grinch here where it's like his heart grows 3 sizes. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that could have been the promotion here, right? I feel like you could be getting a lot more energy upgrades, here as well, right? And then we have 8 of Cups, and then we have 8 of Cups here, right? I feel like there could have been a love situation here in the past or could be coming up that you're having to walk away from here as well. And I feel like that's going to be to your benefit, right? I feel like that's going to be to a benefit. I feel like there could have been people trying to, and it doesn't have to be necessarily love here. I feel like there could have been people trying to like come in and like hurt your feelings, break your heart, like really kind of tear down what it is that you've been building here, right? I don't think that you're focusing on that. I feel like you're really just walking away from situations that we're really trying to affect like who you are, how you feel here as well, right? If there was anybody coming in with negativity, frustration here as well, just trying to be toxic, right? Especially with this 8 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of like toxic people. And I feel like instead of being nasty in return, I feel like you just sent them love. I feel like you just sent them light, right? And you were almost needing these people's negative energy, their toxic energy, right? To especially with this Ace of Cups, right? I feel like you were really needing this energy that they were like sending at you, right? To keep you on top of this Wheel of Fortune. Keep in mind, you also have to have negative energy with the positive, right? So I feel like you were definitely out here transmuting a whole lot of negative energy. I feel like these people were almost like thinking they could tear you down or like hurt your feelings here, right? No, that was necessary for you to get to where it was. Like, I feel like people were trying to like break you down. But had it not been for them trying to like break you down, trying to tear you apart here, right? You wouldn't be on top of the Wheel of Fortune. You wouldn't be on top of the world. You wouldn't be singing on mountaintops here, right? I feel like they were trying to put you at the bottom here, right? I feel like in the end, I feel like this could have hurt them more than anything, right? I feel like you've had a lot of return to senders, Yeah, Cancer. And then we have the King of Pentacles, yes. I feel like if you've had any King of Pentacles around you at this time trying to like give you any love offers here, right? I feel like you're really walking away from that. And I feel like that's to your benefit, right? I feel like had you continued in this energy, I feel like they would have pulled you right down to the bottom with them. No, Cancer. No. No. I feel like there was a lot of like cyclical energy here as well. I feel like you escaped the cycle. I feel like you really got away from them. I feel like you really saw this person for like who they are. I feel like you realize like they aren't trying to offer me love. They ain't trying to offer me a real situation, something I can really deal in here as well, right? Something that really like set your soul on fire, like really helps like you feel love, right? I feel like if anything, they were trying to take from you. I feel like they were trying to take from your well of love here as well, right? And I feel like you kind of saw the situation for everything. And so I feel like at this time, Cancer, I feel like you're really focusing on what's important for you at this time. And I feel like that's yourself. I feel like that's getting yourself in balance. I feel like that's focusing in on how you're moving, how you're taking time out for yourself, like really resting, recuperating here as well, like really recharging here as well. Focusing in on your money. I feel like this King of Pentacles here, I feel like this is a greedy character here as well. I feel like they have plenty. I feel like they have plenty of money, plenty of things here, right? And I feel like they were almost trying to get like you to overspend, whether that be with actual money or energy, anything like that here, right? I feel like they kept trying to like get you to like get wrapped up and think like, hey, I'll go half with you. And it's like, no. Cancer, don't do that. Like, I feel like you kind of like were realizing and seeing everything like crystal clear. It's like this person was asking more of you, especially involving money. I feel like they could have been, hey, you want to do this, and it's like, Cancer, they're the King of Pentacles. If they're the King of Pentacles, why would they need to ask you for money, for help, for anything like that? And I feel like you were realizing they were just trying to get you out of balance. They were trying to take from you here as well. You're no longer letting that happen. I feel like you're really balancing out your masculine and feminine energy. You're really working with yourself here, right? In this butterfly, where you're completely balanced. There's not room for another one. Like there's not. It's just you. And I feel like I don't even know if it was intentional. I feel like this person was really just taking too much time, taking too much of your energy here, right? And I feel like once you kind of see this situation for everything, I feel like that's really helping you walk away, right? It's time to get yourself in balance. It's time to keep yourself in balance here as well, right? If anybody's trying to pull and poke at you too hard here, you're letting that go. You're really letting that, like, that's not for you here as well, right? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, Cancer. That's what I'm saying. I feel like, Cancer, as you're getting yourself in balance, once again, you're focusing on how you're showing up to the world. Your Pentacles here, right? The King of Pentacles doesn't need to take from the Queen of Pentacles. He has more than enough, Cancer. He has more than enough, right? This is you. You're not, like, if you look at this, he's staring at this Queen of Pentacles, right? She's not staring at anybody. She has her eyes closed. She's focusing on what's within, and that's where she finds her gold, right? And I feel like you're really understanding how valuable you are. How beautiful and wonderful, like, look at this character, how beautiful and wonderful you are, and you don't even have to do too much. She's out here with literal sticks in her hair. Like, you don't have to do all the stuff, like, you are naturally a beautiful person. And I feel like this person was almost admiring that here. But Cancer, that's not what you're focusing on. You're focusing on yourself. The gold within you, how beautiful you actually are, how wonderful you are, how you really don't need anybody else to come out here and be valuable here as well, right? I feel like you're in very much a comfortable space at this time. And then we have Page of Swords. Yeah. Once again, I feel like you're trying to come up with different ways as to how to better yourself, how to become more within yourself here as well, right? Yeah. And then we have Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like at this time, Cancer, you're really, really holding yourself back from giving and receiving with really anybody other than yourself, right? Like, and I don't think you're sharing your ideas here with others. I don't even think you're like explaining it to these characters as to why you can't give and receive with them, right? I feel like it is what it is. I feel like you're keeping your eyes on your own paper at this time. You're focusing on what's in front of you, what you can do to better yourself, better who you are as well, better how you show up in the world, right? The ideas that you're coming up with, you're not having to share them with others. You don't need validation here as well. Like, what is coming to you is just for you, right? What is this Knight of Cups? I got 3. What is this Knight of Cups? We have 6 Pentacles. Once again, I feel like any type of love relationships that you have coming in at this time, if it's not reciprocal, if it's not an even give and take, you're not going for it, right? You're not really going for it at this time. And then we have 4 Swords. Yeah. I feel like you're realizing at this time who it is you do want to give and receive with, right? I feel like you have a lot of different people coming in, offering you gifts, offering you love here as well, offering you money especially. And once again, I don't even feel like you're having to do too much. I feel like the more you're going within yourself, the more you're resting, retreating here as well, the more you're going to be healing yourself. The more healing work that you're doing on yourself, I feel like it's going to have more money pouring into you at this time. I don't feel like you're having to do too much. Like, if it's a situation where you're having to go out and chase anything, that's not for you. I feel like anything that you're doing at this time, it's like you're a money magnet. I feel like you are magnetizing lovers to you. I don't feel like you're having to chase after anybody, chase after anything, right? I feel like there's so many opportunities that will come to you, right? Yeah. Any energy that you're putting, once again, 4 Pentacles, and we have 2 4s here. I feel like I feel like it's, unless these people are like coming in with golden opportunities here, like an influx of money, an influx of love, an influx, really allowing you to be who you are by yourself. I don't really feel like you're like allowing yourself to even give and receive with them here, right? I feel like whatever money that you are having pour into you at this time, whatever gifts, I don't think you're even showing them with other people as well. Like, I feel like, once again, I feel like there's going to be several different energies that are going to be putting a large amount of money in your hands. And I don't think you're telling anybody else about it. I feel like that's between you and the person who gives it to you, right? If anybody's like doing gifts, showing effort here, right? Showing like love interest as well, you're not telling people. And I feel like that's going to be to your benefit, right? What is the Star card? What is the Star card? We have Six of Swords. The journey that you have been on up to this point has been a healing journey. It has been everything that you're needing to do, everything you're needing to go through as well. I feel like at this time you're being very spiritually guided, especially with the Star card and the Six of Swords. Look at the Six of Swords. Yeah, everything that you've been doing up to this point is exactly where it is you're supposed to be going. I feel like you have a lot of direction from Spirit, right? I feel like it's almost like your path has been watched over, very protected here as well, right? And then we have the Hermit. And I feel like you had to do this all by yourself. This has been a spiritual journey. When you climb the, what is it? I don't know. It's in like the Jerusalem walk here as well. You do that by yourself. It's with you and Spirit, right? You can't walk with a whole bunch of people, you'll get distracted. I feel like this journey has been very much for yourself here as well, right? And once again, I feel like you've been very protected, very guided, especially with this Hermit card. Very protected and very guided. I feel like it's taken a lot of trust, a lot of courage here as well for you. But Cancer, I feel like you've done it. And I feel like you got through this successfully, which is why I feel like you have all this beautiful, wonderful energy coming in for you at this time, right? And then we have the Devil. Yeah, I feel like at this time, I feel like you're really, especially with this Hermit and this Devil card, I feel like you've really been protecting yourself from any toxic characters, any people that really don't have like good intentions for you here as well, right? I feel like there's been a lot of like clingers, like a lot of people that have been like coming in to like latch onto your energy, like be just absolutely connected to you, right? Yeah, I feel like you've really protected yourself from this, right? I don't think that, like, I feel like they've tried to like hook in and stuff. Cancer, I don't feel like that's happening at this time for you, especially with the Star card. I feel like if you have had any toxic relationships, any toxic traits within yourself, even, right? All of that's being healed. All of that's being healed at this time, especially with the Star, Six of Swords, Hermit, and the Devil. Yeah. If you've had any addictions, any toxic traits within yourself, that's all being taken care of for you at this time, right? It just took you spending some time out by yourself here as well. And Cancer, I feel like you're getting to safe land, right? Anything that's been holding you back, holding you down in the past, that's being completely released from you. And then we have the Judgment card. Yeah, all of that's being completely released from you at this time. Any people that were like parasitic, any negative energies within yourself, all of that's being cleansed out. All of that's being taken care of for you as well. And we have Nine of Pentacles. Oh, wait. And that's bringing in abundance. And once again, this is the Nine of Pentacles. You are doing this very much by yourself. And I feel like you've had a lot of direction from Spirit. Yeah, I feel like you have more money, more abundance than I feel like you could even like comprehend at this time, right? Because you stayed true to yourself, because you did what it was that you were supposed to be doing here as well. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of really strong connections coming in for you at this time. I feel like you could be focusing more on like emotional connections here than necessarily like physical connections, right? I feel like if there's people around you that you really aren't like hyped up about, like you really can't just like connect emotionally, I feel like you're letting them go. And I feel like it's going to be so easy for you here as well, right? I feel like you're almost like finding gold in people that you can truly connect with, people that you can grow genuine, loving friendships with here as well. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of support, right? I feel like you could also be like surrounded by like your children a lot more, animals here as well. And I feel like that's almost like replacing like the time that you have been spending with like these negative partners here as well. Yeah, I feel like there was a space here where even like you could have been toxic within yourself here. It doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship. I feel like you're almost like substituting those things here for things that are going to help grow your abundance here, right? And I feel like once again, I feel like you could be spending a lot more time with children, a lot more time with animals. Anybody that truly cares, loves, and supports you here as well, right? Let's get one more. No, let's do. Let's get one more card. And then we have Five of Swords. And then we have Five of Swords. At this time, I feel like, and then we have Emperor on the bottom. And the Lovers. We have Emperor and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like at this time, I feel like you are very, very conflicted as to, are you wanting to be single? Are you wanting to have a long-lasting relationship? Are you wanting to have a true partnership? Somebody, somebody that you could really pour your energy into, build trust, build love here as well. I feel like you're going back and forth in your mind a lot, right? I feel like that's something that you're very heavily dealing with at this time, and I feel like that's where judgment's been. I feel like this is something that's been like continuing for you here as well. And I feel like there's going to be a judgment coming in about this, right? Cancer, I feel like it's time to make a decision. Are you wanting to stay in a solo, lonely place? Are you wanting to have something that's worth putting the time, effort, and energy into as well, right? And I feel like Cancer, and it's not even just like a willy-nilly, like fly by night, relationship. Like this is something that's going to take time, effort, energy into building here, right? Something that is going to be worth like having the effort poured into as well. Cancer, you have some big decisions to make at this time. Some pretty big decisions. All right, let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Y'all are cool. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day as well. Ooh, Cancer. All right, let's get one card out. Just win. Create art. Cancer. I feel like at this time, I feel like you could be actually spending a lot more time channeling your energy into to things that you actually enjoy doing, right? I feel like I feel like that could be almost like one of the replacement things that you're doing at this time to kind of get rid of like this toxic energy that you have within yourself or toxic relationships here as well. I feel like you're spending a lot more time pouring into things that you see as beautiful here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like you're taking a lot of time just to like really get connected to your creative side, to get connected to things that you feel genuine connection to as well, right? Yeah. I feel like at this time as well, I feel like you're kind of like your own canvas, right? Like I feel like at this time, I feel like you're almost like creating yourself here, right? I feel like you've almost like kind of started over, especially with this like little moon card here, Cancer. I feel like you've almost like started over with who you are, how it is you're wanting to present yourself here as well. I feel like it's all brand new to you. Like who it is you've been up to this point doesn't have to be who you continue to be, right? And it's all up to you, right? And it just takes you deciding, you putting the actions and effort into creating the life that you really want for yourself here, right? And then we have make a vision board. Once again, I feel like you are co-creating with the universe. You are literally creating what it is you want to do in the world, right? Right. All right, Cancer. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.